welcome to another scrapbook layout. This one I am titling The One I Messed Up. Well, I'm not actually titling it that because you can see from the title of the video, but I did mess up at the end and I wasn't going to publish it at first, and then I was like, you know what, everyone messes up, let's share and be a community of messing upness. But anyways, using mica powder spray in Tropic Pearl to give some backgroundness to my layout, but it wasn't quite yellow enough for what I wanted, so I added a couple of drops of Mr. Huey's into the to the bottle, and it looked a bit better. Not that you can see it because it doesn't show up on camera very well, but it does. And then I wanted something else as well, so I kept adding some more drops straight onto the paper of the Mr. Huey's, but I put water down first and then I put water on top of them, and then as you see I was dabbing them with kitchen towel just because the Mr. Huey's is so potent that it's too strong, so it needs some toning down, it needs to be calmed down. Annoyingly, you can't really see the mica spray very well on camera. I'm just trying to show you there in the light what it looks like, but it doesn't show up very well when the paper's flat. Where it looks a bit grey and wet, I promise you it's not. That's where the beautiful, glorious, iridescent shininess is. But anyway, so the pictures I am scrapbooking are myself and one of my sisters when she was visiting quite recently, and we're all at the beach, and her husband and her two boys, my nephews, were at the shoreline chasing the waves, and her and I were slightly back and taking some selfies. However, it was really freaking windy, and I'm one of those people, you know, when it's really windy and it hits your eyes and your eyes just water, and I always wear sunglasses, and my sister made me take them off to take selfies because she's just so mean to me. And yeah, so I'm all squinty and looking funny, and the hair's all blowing all around the place, and then she's just smiling beautifully and looking glorious, that friggin' cow. But yes, love you. Anyway, I am using for this layout, for the most part, Crate Paper Oasis. I don't have lots of this collection, but I have some of it. So yes, that was what my main idea was, to use that one. To back the photos though, I'm not using stuff from Crate Paper. The big 12x12 I'm putting a photo on right now is from Dear Lizzie Saturday. Can't remember the name of the paper, sorry about that. And the 6x6 is from Paige Evans' Take Me Away, just because the bright colours and the mix of sort of, you know, they're pretty colours and they work quite well. So that's why I chose those. I just thought they would work nicely. Just figuring out there which part of the paper to use though, because as you can see it's got different colours in different places and whatnot. I gave that picture a bigger bottom, quite frankly, than the other one. Everyone loves a bigger bottom. It's kind of got that sort of Polaroid frame effect going on, because I knew I was going to put a sentiment sticker down on it, so I thought I'd give it a go. But I didn't do it on the other photo just because I didn't want it to be too matchy kind of thing. I wanted to sort of have this kind of effect of a load of bits and bobs that you might have in your memory drawer or something, just sort of thrown on a page, is the kind of effect I was sort of going for here. I don't know. I don't remember. I filmed this weeks ago. I forget what happened in my head weeks ago. Anyway, the Crate Paper Oasis ephemera pack, for me, for my style and my taste and whatnot, is lacking a little bit. There's not enough die cut shapes in it for me. It's more tags and labels and little quote things and that kind of thing, which is fine, but I need more shapes for embellishing, for me personally. Point being, Jen Hadfield, I forget the name of it, ephemera pack, the one that everyone got like a couple of months ago in the UK because it was on sale in Hobbycraft and everyone got it. That one matches really, really well with the Crate Paper one. Some of the items anyway, like some of them are almost too similar. I don't know, kind of side-eyeing the whole thing a little bit, but I don't really, you know, whatever. So that Happy Day vellum is from that, and that cluster of sort of orangey yellow stickers you can see up in the top right up there is from that. And yes, so what have I missed as I've been talking about stuff? Oh, you may have noticed that I put my three sort of main things, the two pictures and that sort of journaly card kind of thing. When I stuck them down, I put the tape right in the center because I didn't know, I knew that was probably going to be layering the embellishments, like some below, some above kind of thing. So that's why I didn't stick them down at the edges, because I knew that was going to happen. I would do the final sticking down at the edges at the end. So there's another thing of the Oasis collection. I have the 1212 cardstock stickers, and so I just kept throwing a bunch of those down. And then it was title time. Those alphas are from a Simple Stories collection. I forget which one. I was going to go with a gold alpha, and then I just was like, nah, it's going to draw too much attention to it and away from the photos. So I went with that sort of simple pink one. I know windswept is one word, don't worry about it, but I decided to have it over 2 lines just because. Mostly because those alphas are actually kind of smallish, so that's mostly my reason, so it would take up a little bit more room. And it was a bit lonely up there, the title, just sort of floating around in nothingness. So I decided to add just a little cluster of embellishments up with the title, just to help it not be so lonely up there. Although I am going to say now, after the mess up that I do very shortly, I did rearrange things and the title got put lower down in the end. But anyway, you'll see what happens with that. So throwing down some of the sentiment stickers from the sticker pack. I believe they are from the Crate Paper one. And decided I need another cluster. Well, another big, large die cut of some reason. And because I'd stuck down that little gold one with Pritt Stick not that long ago, it was easy to peel up to put back down again. So yes, yay for Pritt Stick. What a marvellous thing it is. And in it goes. I'm using tweezers, by the way, because as much as I love Pritt Stick, I hate getting it on my fingers. Any sort of sticky, wet glue on my fingers just makes me nah. And I know that's not good for a paper crafter, but you know, when it gets all tacky and dry and it just makes me don't like it at all. That's why I will use double-sided tape as often as I possibly can, because you don't get that problem with double-sided tape. Anywho, I'm putting down just 3 enamel dots, just the 3, and then just some gold shimmery gem ones. One more little sticker there, the lollipop, just because I wasn't liking all those straight lines much. Oh, and here it is. Here's where I mess up. Oh dear. Prepare yourselves, my dears, because this is really, it's heartbreaking, but it's fine, it's fine. I'm over it now. But putting down those Mr. Huey's dots, I didn't want to splatter them because Mr. Huey's can't be trusted with that. So I was just sort of dotting them, and then because they were just like a little bubble of ink, I was soaking that ink up with, I think it was a baby wipe, and that had a really nice little faded effect. Oh, and then I smudged it. Oh, whoops, I smudged it. Oh, I smudged it some more. Oh, I've completely messed it. Ah! What have I done? Oh, it's still painful. It still hurts. And then it just, oh dear. And then I tried to fix it by putting some more mica spray on it, and it just, and then the vellum on that Happy Day thing was curling, and it, oh, painful. But there's, there it is. I'm just showing you how shiny and pretty the spray is on there. So there's the majority of the layout and what it looks like, and the majority of it was happy with. I'm over the big ink issue now, but I'm still annoyed about it. No, I'm not going to lie, but never mind. I'm not going to redo it. But there is the final way it looked with just, I rearranged some stuff, brought the title down, and I think it makes it a little bit better. So there we go. So yes. Thank you so much for watching, my dears, and I will catch you all really soon. Bye.